becoming more hopeful every day, so we have a lot to talk about in this video. We'll talk about the excitement surrounding the US Treasury and the several financial institutions and banks that are benefiting from its inclusion on the XRP ledger. Is it true? Is it real? I'll take care of you. You'll have to stay to the very end. We'll talk about the cost of XRP. We will also talk about chain links and polka dots. So without further ado, relax and sit back. Let's begin with Bitcoin, which is worth $1.47 right now. It is currently up 1.38% from the previous day. He's upset. I'll be there at $3,307. It is a 0.13% XRP at $3.17 right now. And it is still in third place. The hourly is also showing some life, up 2 points or 6%. Bitcoin will be the first to break, even though I appreciate where XRP is right now. A breakdown is desperately needed. I anticipate that Bitcoin will make its major surge either next week or the first week of February. It is holding up well over 100. We are awaiting that breakout to earn between $15,000 and $125,000. We are also awaiting a breakout for XRP to soar beyond $5 to at $3 trillion, $629 billion. The entire market value of cryptocurrencies is still growing. Now check this out. For those who are unfamiliar with cryptocurrencies, Ross Ulbricht is the founder of Silk Road. More than 10 years ago, he was sentenced to life in prison because other people were using the black web. We call it Silk Road. An amazing movie. If you haven't seen it yet, go see the film. It's probably accessible on Amazon Prime or Netflix. Despite being older, quite good, so that you can understand the whole narrative here, what was going on. Then what was he doing exactly? Although he made a website that resembles the black web and allows you to purchase with Bitcoin without being tracked, others were exploiting it to sell illegal things. They paid using Bitcoin. They thought it was untraceable. Anyway, they found out who made it. He was right here. He was sentenced to a significant portion of his life in prison. He has been there for over a decade. Guess what? President Trump has repeatedly declared that he will release Ross and pardon him when he becomes president. He fulfills his commitments. President Trump was successful on the third day of his presidency. He pardoned him and let him go. This link in the chain is where we lead. There's a purpose behind this. We discovered that Donald Trump's World Liberty Group had purchased an extra $4 million at an average cost of about $24 after doubling down on the Chainlink. I believe that Chainlink is already going to be one of those cryptocurrencies. At the conclusion of this cycle, the Chainlink's price, which combines Swift and Ripple stablecoin, will be between $1 and $300. Additionally, Trump's World Liberty is purchasing it despite the fact that it was developed in the United States and is still in its infancy. What more positive news do you need? As you can see, we had a fantastic little scam down here for $18. On Monday, January 13th, we initially got the breakup signal. On Friday, January 17th, we got the indication of a serious breakup. It looks like a really good chart. The indicators seem to be quite good. Before we get to the XRP chart, there is still a long way to go. 9 out of 10 chain links and 8 out of 10 chain links look alike. How are you going to react? Despite being misled by one, it remains extremely bullish. This chart looks great as well. There are no new indications that we are about to pull higher or that there may be a fall. It's just comfortable and floating. 321 people are sitting. I think it's time to change the trading view. In all honesty, I don't think it's 321 right now. 322 is the number. A coin watch in real time, a live coin watch is not available. Their number is 319. Perhaps it's catching up. We are also eliminating Kraken's price in US dollars. I'll inform you about the US Treasury XRP wallet. Scam after that. Social media is spreading like wildfire, and I'm disappointed that so many people saw this news and believed it. People now accept it as fact. I want to ask you a question. Would the US Treasury really open a wallet using Xamarin? Would they genuinely only download a wallet in order to open one with Bank of America, JP Morgan, or the US Treasury? Why does H&HQ's office have a master cell phone locked in a safe? Because they have the secret phrases written down. They won't open in Xamarin wallets. Xamarin is in perfect condition. I love Xamarin, if you will. I love the whole team over there. Do you really think that they will utilize a Xamarin wallet and that this will catch on like wildfire, even though I respect their efforts? Everyone lost. Your minds. There's agitation in everything you know, which makes sense to me. The US Treasury isn't using Xamarin to construct an XRP wallet, though, based on some study and common sense. You see, I put it out there. I begged everyone to settle down here. Look at this, please. See? Come on. As you can see, KYC was confirmed using Xamarin. This suggests that they used Xamarin to open in a KYC. To KYC, anyone may use Xamarin. Anyone can link to any domain. Where it should be, this is illegal. Since they are connected to the US residents, does that person's identification need to be passed over? Xamarin and his team should be approached by the US government to implement this wall at KYC. We want to know who used the ID. And since we found out that it came from the Philippines, we suggest that they go after them, even if it's illegal. This is dishonesty. This is misleading. This is really ugly, people. They then created all of these other tokens that were connected to these big banks. We're about to hear some pretty good news, though. The news from Bank of America will finally reach us. Something involving the White House or a Bitcoin reserve basket may be mentioned. That's what dominating an XRP is. Everything will arrive soon. ETFs will soon be accessible. Everything is on the way. Just be patient. Avoid pushing it. This is detrimental to the community. The portrayal of the community as a bunch of fools was swiftly refuted. It just hurts. We have to be smart out there. Any cryptocurrency, including Litecoin, shouldn't become a laughingstock, do we? Being one of the most valuable resources out there is our aim. Being the one competing for the top spot in Bitcoin is our aim, not those XRP individuals that make others laugh and say, oh yeah, come on, all these large firms and organizations are trying to pass for the US Treasury by making these wallets and moving XRP around. People, hurry up. I am a Polkadot holder, as you know. It's stuck in the mud. I had been performing extremely poorly, but guess what? This constant stockpile of currency is growing. They are somewhat expanding their protocol because USDT remains the most reliable coin on the network. Among the stable coins that Prior Chains is hosting on Polkadot are Moonbeam, Alcola, and Eduena. This is important. This is the intended result. The network effect is the term for it. And as you spread the word about the network, these expenses will rise in proportion to the number of users on it. Lastly, look at every exchange-traded fund that is coming up. This was just filed. Along with the Trump ETF big theory of Bitcoin, the SEC is transitioning to a new committee and task force. Dogecoin and XRP Bank, the two most recent ones listed, are both quite interesting. All of these ETFs will be made available. You'll become tired of seeing these ETFs show up. I can assure you that it will blow your mind, because previously authorized for an ETF meant that you were a member of a very particular and rare class. However, I assure you that you will see ETFs, given the quantity of ETFs that will soon be accessible in the US, especially with regard to cryptocurrencies located in the US, XRP, XLM, HBAR, Chainlink, Solana. You might mention a few of them, such as the Trump and Molina coins. If you go to your favorite coin, some have invested in US cryptocurrencies, much like a market cap coin or a stat coin monitoring website like Gecko Life CoinWatch with Paprika Coin. Those, in my opinion, are the cryptocurrencies you ought to buy. Why would you want to buy those? For example, if they are made in the US and Trump declares that we will not impose a tax rate, or it will be a decrease in the tax rate if you own any cryptocurrency that I hold or that was created in the United States and the US-based tokens, then the tax rate will be reduced by 5% of X dollars, or by 10% if you surpass a certain threshold. People will pour a lot of money into these cryptocurrencies because they don't want to pay taxes and risk losing their money, much like they currently do for single-family households.